I have found myself really wanting to binge. Oh my God, I was seriously not expecting that at all.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise, I'm top tier.
Good morning, Buff Babes, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Juliarene, and welcome to my Road to Pro series. I am cutting down for a bodybuilding show to become a pro in the wellness category, and I'm taking you along with me. And if that's something that sounds intriguing to you, which I know it does, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the post notifications so that you never miss a video. Today is an exciting day. Why is it an exciting day? Why? Because I have been on prep for 4 weeks so far. So that means it is time to do another body scan to see how my body has changed. Weight drops, body fat, body water, muscles, stuff like that. I know it's only been a month, but you'd be surprised at what can actually change in a month. So I'm gonna do a real honest physique update, what my body's looking like. I'm also gonna show you what my measurements are like so that we can get an accurate representation. So let's jump into the video. Okay. Oh my God, I was seriously not expecting that at all. I cannot wait to go over this with you guys in depth because it is just crazy what being consistent, staying on track, and, sorry. Fuck, I hate myself. What staying on track does, like, this has provided me so much motivation. I'm not even gonna get into it because I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat my meal number 3, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly, side by side, from last month, what has changed. So, let's go home. Up from a nap? You gotta go pee-pee, don't you? Look at this little man. He looks like Simba. Okay, so now that we're home, I am going to go over my in-body scans. So it's been officially 4 weeks of prep, and on this side, I'm going to show you what my results were from 4 weeks ago. So my weight was at 166. My body fat percentage was 34.1%. My muscle mass was 64.8 pounds. And my visceral fat level, which is the fat that's surrounding your organs, this is really, really important, was 9. In 4 weeks, these are the results. Over here, now what we're sitting at is 160 pounds. We have 29.7% body fat, and my muscle in pounds is 63.9 pounds, and my visceral fat is 8. That's incredible. I am so excited. I really didn't think it would be that big of a difference. It's almost 2% body fat lost. 6 pounds lost. I know I can see the weight daily, but it's cool to really see this. It's freaking cool, like everything's working. And I'm really excited that the visceral fat, which is the fat that's surrounding your organs, is going down, because the higher that is, the more chances you are to having a lot of health problems. So that is super important. And one thing that I thought I would share with you guys that he told me is that if you have breast implants, you are more likely to have a higher percent of body fat when you step on the machine, because the machine doesn't know that you have implants. It just sees them as fat because they're not all fat, because there's silicone in there, but it doesn't know how to read like breast augmentation. So if you are getting these scans done and you do have your boobs done, take that into consideration. He said that obviously the bigger that they are, the more percentage of body fat that gets added on. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna do another one of these in a month and we are gonna compare again. So I'm excited.
The next day.
Good morning, Buff Babes. It's the next day, and today we're going to go over how my body is looking. I'm going to show you guys my little posing routine, and then we're going to compare it to last month so that we could see the changes in my body. Just to kind of update you guys, this week I've been on my period, and as all of you know, it's just a little more challenging to find the motivation, and you just are drained because when you're on your period, your metabolism is spiked and you start craving things and you are more fatigued than normal. So my workout yesterday was just a freaking slug. Look at this little hair. It was a challenge, and I have found myself really wanting to binge not because my diet is restrictive right now, because I have a lot of food, I feel like I have energy, but when I start feeling tired and low energy, the trigger that is in my brain that I have ingrained in myself for years is when you're tired, you binge, because if you binge and you eat a bunch of food, then you'll feel better, which isn't the case. So this has kind of inspired me to go over 3 tips that I have to do on the daily to make sure that I don't go into a binge eating cycle. And I know a lot of people are probably thinking, Julia, why are you putting yourself in this situation to where you're competing and you're starting to diet down when you know that you have a problem with binge eating? And the thing is, guys, is that this is how I want to heal. And I know you might not understand, and a lot of people might not understand, but there was a point where I wanted to quit bodybuilding because I was like, I kept thinking that I was damaged and that this binge eating had a control over me and that I was never gonna be able to fix it. And that is just lighting fire to a problem that you already have. So in order for me to fix this, I need to face it head on and deal with the thoughts and the triggers that I have. And I want to bring you guys along with me today with 3 important tips on what I do daily to make sure that I am aligned with my goals, with myself, and that I'm in touch with how I'm feeling with stress, with anxiety, so that I don't binge, because that is not a pattern that I want to have anymore. So let's see what my body's looking like, and then we'll go over some of those tips. Okay, so as you can see on the left side, when I'm wearing the yellow bra and I'm wearing the black underwear, that was 4 weeks ago. And I did this check-in on March 1st, and right there, my waist was sitting out about 30 inches. And what I can really see is on the right-hand side, which is 329, is that my stomach has tightened up a lot. You can't really see that little layer of fat that's covering the top. And I would say on the sides, there's a little bit less fat that's coming on my side pose. Still have a little bit of work to go there, but overall, I'm really happy with the results of this 1 month. I look overall just a little bit less bloated, more toned, so I'm excited to see how the body starts to change. Now that we got our meal, this brings me to tip number 1, which is super important, and that's to sit down with every meal and really just enjoy it and be present with it. Because I don't know about y'all, but when I eat like it is the last time that I'm eating. I don't enjoy it. I just swallow my food and then all of a sudden it's gone and I'm not even chewing it. Not only is that bad for your digestion, but you're eating your food so fast that you can't even appreciate how good it is for you and the nutritious value that it's providing you. So This is one thing I make sure that I do every day so that I avoid going off the rails and binge eating because of my emotions or because of anger or because of tiredness, loneliness. I sit down with every meal and just enjoy it, chew, and swallow and be present with my meals because I need to appreciate how important these are to me and how good they are for my body. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing when you're eating. I have a hard time not walking around and eating, doing work and eating, or just like putting a meal down, going and doing some laundry, and then coming back to it. I encourage you. This has helped me so much with my journey, and I hope you do it too. On a side note, these two are finally learning how to get along. Reese like hated Vision at first. He thought he was stealing all the attention and didn't really like him, and now they're best buds. Ain't that right? Ain't that right, little doggy? I got my Buff Bunny bra on and my Alphalete shorts on. I also put my little waist trainer underneath it because I'm on my period. I'm feeling a little bloaty. And I just like wearing these because it just helps me with my posture and reminds me to like keep it sucked in. I do not believe this is going to make me skinny. I just use it kind of as a tool during prep, and that's honestly the only time that I use it. But this is the pre-gym outfit. We're gonna mix some pre-workout and then go meet Zach to do a back workout. All right, since I'm already kind of caffeined up, I'm not gonna take any pre-workout, but I am gonna mix my two other favorite products, which is the Alpha Surge and the L-carnitine, so let's get that. We don't have any cups. I don't have a shaker bottle because they're dirty. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my fancy mixer, and just a glass like a normal person. No pre-workout because I already had an energy drink earlier and I don't want to be super cracked out. So we're gonna do 1 scoop of the Alpha Surge. This is for muscle pumps and to get blood to your muscles. It's not just for the good looking stuff. It's so that you have a better mind to muscle connection when you have a better muscle pump. L-carnitine for fat burning, fat storage during your workout. I'm gonna mix a little scoop of that. Look how tiny this scoop is. It's such a cute. And then, this is all first form. I'm gonna it just like wafted in my nose. Woo! My little mixer. I just got this from Amazon. It's super cheap to mix it all together. Look at that. It's still happening. Look at that froth. Have a little bit of this. So good. These are all first form products. The L-carnitine is in strawberry mango. I can't decide which one's my favorite flavor, and this one's raspberry lemonade. Both of these are probably like top 2, maybe slightly like the raspberry lemonade a little bit more, but they're just incredible products. And if you guys want to shop anything first form, the link is down below. If you use that link, you get free shipping with it. And it supports me directly. Thanks, I love you guys. I'm such a pansy. I can't just chug it all at one time. I did it. Fill her up. Okay, let's go to the gym. We're gonna do back with Zach. He's gonna be the one who, back with Zach. We're gonna do back with Zach. He's gonna be running us through a workout. I train upper body twice a week. I do like a back and arms day. And then I do a shoulder and abs day, and that's where I add in calves because I hate calves. You could tell because my calves look like sticks. So he's gonna run us through that workout today, and then when we get home, I'm gonna share with you my other 2 tips that I do daily that help me not binge eat. Let's go. Gotta lock the door. door so nobody steals my puppies. Boop, boop. Side note, but when you're driving and you're driving through like a toll booth, do you ever think that if you just drive fast enough, you're like phew, phew, through it, that you'll be too fast for them to take a picture of your car? I do. There's my prince.
What's up, little pig?
Hi, baby. Oh, so you kiss the camera? You gonna take us through a back workout today?
Is that my job?
Yes.
Then you're damn
I already
right I
told
am.
YouTube, so yes. Okay, so first we did a warm-up set just to get some blood flowing. Not very heavy on the weight, but we're gonna go up in weight as we progress with the sets, and the reps are gonna get lower, but the weight is gonna get heavier. What are we doing now? You look so cute.
Drop set. We're gonna do a heavy set, and then immediately afterwards, drop it down to light. I'm gonna go for probably 6 of these, and then we're looking probably for 15 to 20 right afterwards.
It's my turn.
Big time. Number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine.
Okay, next we're gonna do lat pull downs, and we're going to superset it with high pulls. This is gonna be for your back, and the high pulls are gonna be a little bit more for your shoulder.
Yeah, that's a lot of pie. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Yeah, try and take it from me, from me, from me. Big time. Number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. That's a lot of fun.
Exactly. Explain why you're using the machine like that.
So it's a matter of angles, and you want to hit different parts of your back, and this is a part that is typically neglected, which is like the lower lat. So through this movement, oh, you want to pinch my lower lat? Yeah.
That's big.
Through this movement, by simply standing behind it rather than sitting in, and using the angle, the curvature, the pull allows me to drive my shoulder over here and contract my lat lower, and then keeping the chest up, and then driving low.
So when you're doing these, a lot of people do them very, very wrong, and it's actually a difficult exercise to do, but if you think of yourself as doing kind of like a scooping motion to your hips, then you can do it a lot better. So a lot of people just like pull. Set yourself up and scoop under here. You're kind of making like almost a C when you do it.
Me and Bob, we just
Try and take it from me, must be out your mind. Oh, I'm big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Yeah, try and take it from me, from me, from me, from me.
I don't trust. You've been my videographer for over a year and a half.
You still don't trust me?
Huh?
You still don't trust me?
All right, back day complete. As y'all see, we did like a little bit of back, a little bit of triceps, touched shoulders just a tad with the high pulls. But now we're gonna go home and I'm gonna share with y'all tip number 2 on what I do daily so that I control my binge eating pattern. And we're gonna eat some food because I'm hungry and I'm getting tired. So let's go. You're the cutest little young. Hi. You're so playful. Y'all want dinner? I just gave them a treat and now they think that they're gonna get another one. Go away. Read some books.
Go. Go away. Read some books.
Okay, now that we're home, I'm gonna go over. Always interrupted. I'm going to go over the second tip. The second tip. I'm coming. On what I do every day so that I can control binge eating. I read every single morning. These are my 2 favorite books. Brain Over Binge by Catherine Hansen and Never Binge Again by Glenn Livingston. These 2 have changed my life. I am in the middle of this one. I have already read this one twice, but just reading and learning more about the brain and how your brain works when you struggle with binge eating helps me know when I am going through a pattern of wanting to binge eat. And by knowing all of this, kind of how I explained in a previous video, I am seriously less likely to make a bad decision or a decision that I don't actually want because I know what's going on upstairs. So every single morning I read a little bit of this book right here. So these are the books. I'll also link them in the description if you're interested in getting them. They have changed my life. So, goodbye. Okay, so before I kind of wind down for the night, and yes, I am wearing a Marvel shirt because I's a nerd. My legs look pretty good right now. They're coming in. There's a little bit of lines, but you know, not anything drastic. But before I start winding down for the night, I want to go over the third thing that I do daily to avoid binge eating. And this one is a little bit more intense. This is what I do while I'm in the thick of it. So I do this thing called past, present, and future. And what I think about is, I think about first the past. I ask myself, Julia, in the past, how did you feel when you went through with the binge eating? And when I'm talking binge eating, I'm talking about like, you eat like burgers, you eat fries, you eat ice cream, you eat chips, like you eat so much to where like you're feeling sick and you feel like you don't have any control. So I think about, in the past, how have I felt when I did go through with this action? Most of the time, I felt guilty, I felt shameful, I felt sick, and it wasn't really what I wanted to do. And then I think about the present. So present, how am I feeling right now? And most of the time, it's because I'm having an emotional reaction to something. I'm either sad, I'm either anxious, I'm either lonely or tired. There's a number of different things that you can be feeling that trigger you to want to binge, because that's what your coping mechanism is for those emotions. So I start to think about what the emotion is. And for me, most of the time it's anxiety. So I'm like, Julia, you're feeling anxious right now. That's why you want to turn towards food. You're not actually hungry. You're not actually starving. You're just thinking that if you eat this food, it'll calm your anxiety, which is never the case. So what I then do is start to peel apart my anxiety and try to calm myself down. So I'll either sit down, do some breathing exercises, or I journal and kind of just let it all out. So that's present. And then I think of future. So I think of, when I think of future, I think of how will I feel if I don't go through with this? And if I make the decision that is actually true to what my heart wants and what my goals are. That would feel so great, wouldn't it? So these 3 things I think of, and I know it can be difficult when you're in the thick of it. You're in the thick of it and you feel like, oh, I can't control. Think about these 3 things. Past, how did I feel before when this happened? Present, how do I feel right now? What are the emotions that are triggering me to want to binge? Future, how will I feel if I make the decision that is actually true to myself? Something to think about. Vision, I can't. Okay, he wants to be right here. He's straight. Vision! He straight will lick my eyeball. Like, he'll try to lick my eyeball. Got both the boys here, hanging out. I'm gonna end it here, guys. I know this was kind of like a little bit all over the place, but I've just been feeling a little bit run down this week. Not really low energy from working out. It's more so my body is aching because of the period, but next week is gonna be better because my period will be over. I hope you enjoyed this video and I am so excited to share this with you. If you're not subscribed already, make sure that you are. Hit the post notification bell so you never miss a video. And as always, I love you. Vision loves you. This whole family loves you. And you are more powerful than you think.